Hello people, I just wanted to do this quick video. I keep saying quick, but anyway, I'm not sure what the date was. I think it was the 7th of July, and basically the sky, as you can see, is filled with chemtrails. You've got your little blue gaps in between, but yeah, chemtrails everywhere, as you can see, and also these, I don't know, these strange lines as well. It's chemtrail lines going through the aerosol clouds as well. It's just terrible. So there we go. This is how they're going to take the rest of their summer away. They've already started, as you can see. So there we go. More chemtrails. Okay, about 15 minutes after I filmed this, I did another take, and the sky just seems to have changed drastically, as you'll see in this next video that I've put with this video. I mean, you've got all the chemtrails, you've got the low aerosol bits in the sky. You can see it's just a mess. It is just a mess. In this next bit of video, it was exactly around about 15 to 17 minutes later, and the sky just totally changed. Anyway, I'll put that in now and show you how it's changed. I'll just let this play on for a little while longer. Okay, so you can see this is about 15 minutes later, and you can see the difference in the sky. It's like the chemtrails are sort of like, that's obviously staying where they are, and this low cast cloud just come in underneath. You know, you can see, you know, the contrast. So, and that's changed in just the last 15 to 17 minutes. I shall show you. Okay, I've just clicked back to the other movie. This is like the one that was taken 15 to 17 minutes ago, and you can quite clearly see there is no low cast cloud. There's just chemtrails everywhere. You can see. You know, it's crazy. So you can see all the chemtrails there. Not that much low cast cloud around. Okay, and yet, if I go back to the other video, and as you can see, all of this low cast cloud has come underneath the chemtrails. It's just changed literally within the past 15 to 17 minutes. As you can see, there was lots of chemtrails, lots of aerosols in the sky, and literally in the last 15 to 17 minutes it's changed to this cloud coming underneath the chemtrails. And I think, you know, that's quick. You know, that is really quick. I can't, you know, I've never seen the weather system change that quickly within 15 minutes, you know. Could it be that they're using, you know, their harp stepping cloud, and also their 3D kind of, this is the blue beam project or whatever, you know, to project weather systems and clouds and stuff. You know, it's just all very strange. It just all of a sudden, low cast chemtrail sky, 15 to 17 minutes later, it's like this, you know, it's just all of a sudden it's all cloudy everywhere underneath the chemtrails, and it was really quick. So, alright, I'm just going to put a filter on the lens to show you. Basically, you can see the outlines of the chemtrails better. You see the outlines of the clouds better. I'm going to put the lens on, but anyway, so there we go. I just wanted to get this out there, that just literally within a space of 15 to 17 minutes, the whole skyline changed from, as you can see yourself, from a low cast chemtrail sky to this like low cast cloudy sky, and it literally, within 15 to 17 minutes. So here we are back on the other video, 15 minutes ago, and you can quite plainly see the difference. It's just ridiculous. How can the weather system change that quickly from a chemtrail filled sky with no low cloud underneath to to this? You can see the contrast, you can see the change. It's like, what can I say? All of a sudden it just goes all cloudy. It goes from, this weird chemtraily sky to, all of a sudden 15 to 17 minutes later to this weird cloudy sky underneath the chemtrail sky. What can I say? So if I just play the other bit of chemtrail sky again. So there we go. I just had to put this out there. It's just ridiculous. You got a horrible chemtrail filled sky like this. I think it's the 8th of July. We should be, if those chemtrails weren't covering the sky like they are right now, we'd have a blue, clear sky. Okay, just a beautiful blue, clear sky, and probably around about the right temperature, perhaps a bit warmer because of we're going through equatorial mass. But you get the idea of what they're doing now, don't you? And you get the idea of they've been doing this for the past 28 summers. Okay, I'm 48. So around about 2021, I remember the weather starting to do this. Every summer it did this. It rained. We never really had a summer, and they've been doing this for the past 4 years since I've been here. But because of the campaigning and people like myself getting the word out there, putting their health and safety at risk, because we are being gang stalked. It's not a joke. These evil people have put a lot of money, a lot of time, and their evil souls and lives into this, right? They are determined, okay, and they're not going to stop. As far as I'm concerned, they know this, I know this, and the people out there that do chemtrail research, and anybody looking into equatorial mass, which started on the 21st of the 12th, 2012. You will know that there's a sequence. It only happens every 26,000 years, and they know this, right? And we should be getting the energy from this, equatorial mass, this extra boost, if you like, from the centre of our galaxy. This special energy that's coming from the centre of our galaxy, basically. So I'm pretty sure they're using chemtrails as well to cover up, that, and just basically, again, take our summer away from us, which is basically what they're doing. If you noticed that after the summer solstice, about a day or two afterwards, that was it. They were blanketing and chemtrailing everywhere, using HARP, or this new HARP type of program that they've got to lower the temperature, to end our summer unnaturally, only halfway through, again, for the 28th year. Okay, what is going on? And the thing that worries me is that you will be breathing in, I and everybody else will yet again be breathing in this poison. The aluminium oxide, the barium oxide, strontium, cesium, and then they'll be using HARP to lower the temperature, or this new type of HARP program they've got. You don't spend, nearly 30 years on working on a weather system, i.e. HARP, weather modification, right? And then say by 2025 we will have control of our weather, and then all of a sudden just stop using it. I don't buy it. And as you can see, it's still happening. You don't need chemtrails to use HARP. Okay, so even if they stop chemtrailing, they could still use HARP. Chemtrails just help it along, they boost it because the aluminum particles and all the other nasty things that they're doing that are involved with what they're up to at the moment. So there we go, you can see it's disgusting. There's aerosols in the sky, chemtrails everywhere, and they're ending our summer early again. And like I said, I just had to get this out there that you've got chemtrail filled sky, and then afterwards, about 15 minutes later, you get this, which is, in a way, it's almost nearly totally different. So I'm just saying, have they found a way? I mean, to me, it's quite obvious that something like this is going on. But if you look at the harp stepping video that I've got and how they make clouds appear and disappear with their 3D holographic blue beam project or whatever it is. So this is how good they've got. Can they just sort of like think, right, okay, we've got our chemtrail blanket, now let's bring in a lower blanket of rain cloud. Don't understand it just changed literally within 15, at the most 17 minutes. I put the camera back out the window 17 minutes later and it's like this. It's like, where has this like chemtrail filled sky gone? You can see parts of it underneath the cloud, but it's just ridiculous. So and also I know I keep going on about it, but so they've been doing this for 28 years. You can imagine how much it's affected the insect life, the wildlife, and they're only just hanging on in there, and that's 28 years of almost no summer we've had. So the insect life, the rodent life, the foxes, the hedgehogs, the flies, the snails, the slugs, everything has diminished in numbers. So how long can we keep putting up with this? How long can nature keep putting up with this enormous club of chemtrails battering our atmosphere, battering us? How long are they going to keep it up for? This is going back to the chemtrail filled sky, before it went all strange and cloudy about 15 minutes later. So what can I say? It's just, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is turning into one of the biggest crimes against humanity. Okay, if you've got any children, you've got any babies, or you're pregnant, please bear in mind you've been breathing this in for the past 28 years. You, your child, and me, and everybody out there, our lifespans have been shortened by at least 10 to 15, perhaps even 20 years. Okay, this is part of their mandate. It's part of their evil New World Order program. Okay, to keep poisoning us, right? To keep filling us full of aluminium particles, which you can see right now, right in front of our sun, right in our sky. This is the 7th of July. Okay, and they've been doing this now for 28 years. Okay, so everyone else out there, including myself in the world, because this is global, they've been spraying the whole world, right? They have given us an early, death sentence, basically. Okay. So when you get to that, my generation, we're going to live longer anyway. So my generation, I was born in the 60s. I hope I'll live at least to about 90. Hopefully to 100, perhaps more longer, I don't know. I'd be so lucky, but anyway, my generation that was born after me, okay, you should live longer, but you won't, okay, because you've been breathing this in for the past 28 years, all right? Aluminium oxide, barium oxide, strontium, cesium, God knows what else they've been spraying, okay? Because of that, this is built up in your system, right? And you will not get that extra 10, 15, 20 years that you are entitled to live, because humanity, you know, as humanity, and as we grow, as we get healthier, as we get fitter, supposedly, you know, not much chance of the chemtrails, it's natural for the human race to live longer. These people are making sure we don't. Okay? They are making sure we don't. And this is just part of their project, you know? If you think about it, taking your summer away in itself is detrimental to yourself, you know, your whole body, your whole system, you know. You go through winter, you have a crap time, whatever. If summer comes along and you're supposed to get a break, you know, so at least you can have a shiny day, no matter, you know. But they have even taken that away, okay? So I just thought I'd bung this out, show you the difference on how quickly that they can change from one weather system, you know, horrible, as you can see, chemtrail filled sky, to this, you know, to this low cast cloud, you know, just in a matter of 15 to 17 minutes. Yeah, so, you know, so there we go. What can I say? Keep fighting out there, people. You know, I'm going to keep fighting. I do believe that we have had some sort of summer this year because of people out there, including myself, campaigning, you know, and we are being gang stalked. It's no joke. You know, every time I look out my window, every time I draw my curtain past, be it day, night, whenever, there's a car or a person walking by, or someone on a bloody push bike with a high vis top, you know. They're everywhere. They've got operatives on the ground everywhere. These evil people, they get $9 trillion a year from fossil fuels. That's $9 trillion a year from forcing us to buy oil, you know, when we don't need to. We have simple ways of making almost free energy, you know, and, you know, they've been keeping that from us. They've been forcing us to buy the oil, so these evil people become rich and, you know, just rule our planet like a big concentration camp, like they have been for the past 70 years. So, you know, part of their plan is, and it has been for like 60, 70 years, is to stop us from going into space, okay? To stop us from exploring the outer planets like the Moon, Mars, and that involves, you know, it's profitable, and it also, what it does is it takes the world, it takes the problems of the world, it takes all the evil things that they're doing with us at the moment, making us fight and amongst each other, you know, against religion against religion, nation against, you know, all the things they're doing at the moment, and using HARP, microwave technology, mind altering stuff, you know, and they're just trying to keep us blinded from the fact that we have over unity. Over unity is a way of putting, what you do is you put 30% of energy in and you get 70% of energy out. I've got a video on my site. It's called Save the Children Not. Have a look at it, and you'll see, you'll quite plainly see that we have this machine that can make power, and you only have to put 30% in and get 70% out. And that's been around for some time now. And there are also other ways of over unity of making energy by using high Earth magnet systems. You know, they're there. You know, and so basically it's a twofold thing. Stop us from thinking that we don't. You know, we need oil all the time, and we haven't got this way of using free energy, which we have. Also look at the Stirling engine, beautiful steam engine thing. It was invented because the boilers kept blowing up in the hundreds. So this guy Stirling invented this steam engine, which is just so efficient. You can make it work. You can make a little toy one and put it on your coffee, and the steam that's coming off your coffee will make this little engine spin around. It's just so many ways of making almost free energy now. It's just stupid. So that's one very important thing that these Satanist, evil New World Order people want to do, is to stop us from being able to use free energy. And as you know, oil, okay, the price of oil, a barrel of oil, the price of oil is judged upon everything else, on the way we live, house prices and everything. So if you take the oil equation away and put in over unity, that means our house prices, our cars, our cost of living and everything will go down to, just a house would cost you about £3,000-4,000, £5,000. A car should cost you about £750 to £1,000, because everything is priced upon oil. They can keep forcing us to live by those rules and those prices, and we don't need it. And like I said, and the other thing is stopping us from going into space. It's once you understand this, once you see the cracks on the television, on adverts, on films and everything, it's just keeping us on Earth. It's keeping us here, I've been sitting down many of night or many of evening and looking at the telly and thinking, why have they put the Three Musketeers on again? Why? And something inside me says it's a great one. The costumes are brilliant. It's great filming, great location. Couldn't be any better. But something inside of me is saying, this isn't. I don't want to watch this. This is for the 100th time. I do not want to watch the Three Musketeers, even though it's a great, even better adaptation. I don't want to watch it, and I don't know. It's because it's like Planet of the Apes. How many more Planet of the Apes? Different types of films they're going to put on. How many more other things that they're going to start, just dragging us back? And so the whole process is to keep us on this planet and keep us in this shell. Okay. Trust me when I say this, right? I've studied astronomy. I've studied, space, the International Space Station. I've looked at the whole picture, right? And they are keeping us so retarded, so we don't go into space. We don't have our low orbit space stations, and and exploring the outer planets and stuff. No, we'll keep you here, and we'll just put. Oh, what can we do? Let's put Planet of the Apes on again. Oh, let's put the Three Musketeers on. Oh, yeah, and they just keep this. This ball running and keep us on this planet Earth that they've made into a concentration camp for us. And this chemtrail program, coming into equatorial mass, the whole thing is joined together, and they do not want us to have free energy and live happily and have enough money to buy a house and a car and all of us to go into space if you want to. The space industry we would just open up, and that's basically what they are doing at the moment. That's what they've been doing for the past 70 years. Okay, keeping us in this concentration camp. Anyway, there we go, peeps. Keep fighting, and if you can, take pictures and films. Start campaigning with us. Because it's making a difference. Keep fighting. Take care.